Music fills our world with color and splendor, yet it is often perceived as simply an extracurricular activity. But could it be something more? Hello everyone, this is Mommy Happy of Teach My Child, an online multi-platform dedicated to helping children maximize their potential. Today, let's hear the inspiring story of composer and musical arranger Mr. Jokko Pena. Jokko describes himself as a servant of Jesus, one who loves his family dearly, a husband to Gray and a father to Juancho, and one who loves to inspire others through his music. Before we dive in, let me just highlight that his original musical compositions serve as background for this video. So, enjoy the sound trip! Joko, let's start with your life story. When did you realize that you have a talent in music? Were your parents involved in the music industry?
I really did not uh, find music. It's like music just came naturally to me. When I was young, I remembered um, I was just really exposed to music. I was hearing all sorts of genres from pop, rock, jazz, and whatever you can name it. My dad was a very enthusiastic music listener before. So he had all this collection of CDs from international artists to OPM music. And then one time, he was playing this jazz music. He's a composer pianist named David Benoit, and then I got really a big interest out of it, and then I grabbed that CD without asking permission from my dad. I was really mesmerized and got inspired by the music piece itself. It was an instrumental. There was no vocals in it, and I listened to it over and over. And then I said, "What if what if I copy how the drummer plays the music?" But keep in mind that um, I was about 8 years old. No one really taught me about music. I never knew about the musical notes. I don't know any type of instrument way back then. But I said, okay, I'm gonna choose drums because I think it's easy to play because it's just hitting stuff. It's just about hitting stuff. And at that time, I didn't have any guitar or piano at home because there was really none. From our kitchen, I picked out um, casseroles, spatulas, cymbals, those cover for the cooking, the stainless steel ones. And then there, I arranged it in an order that it looks like a drum set. Then there, when I arranged it all, everything, I started playing the music and then I just copied how it sounds. So it was, for me at that time, music is like a logical thing to me. So imagine no one taught you how to do it. So in a child's instinct, it's just about logic, right? So how are you gonna make it sound like that? Okay, so um, there's what we call the bass drum from the drums, and then there's what we call the snare drum, and then there's what we call the cymbals and everything. So okay, there goes the low note. Okay, or the low sound. Okay, I'll hit the bass drum, dug dug, and then there's um the beats 2 and 4. So okay, I'll hit the snare drum, dug dug pa. Okay, so there's like what's this? There's like a shiny, thin sound that you hear. Okay, I think that's the symbol. Okay, let's hit it. Tick 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 tack. So that's how it went. Okay, so I can play the drums. All right, but there I really had no idea if what I was doing was right. So whatever comes out of it, so I think that really inspired me to.
Pero ang galing, no, na kahit kitchen or cookware, so,
Yes, yeah,
kaldero, yung
yeah.
di ba, lata, yung nabanggit mo na you can create music already. Kasi at its core, music is all
Hmm.
about producing sounds that
Right.
work well together. So you
Mm-hmm.
don't really have to start with fancy equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Even silence that can be considered as music.
yung mga rest.
Yeah. There's this piece called the 433 piece, and then it was composed by John Cage. So you can research it later on.
Hmm.
So the idea there is the composer is not doing anything. He was just, I think, sitting on a piano, but he's not literally doing anything. So the idea of the music, the piece itself there was the background noise that the composer hears. That's the piece itself.
Wow! So
Yeah.
actually, I can just imagine, no, pag kunyari yung mom or dad ngayon, nakukulitan or medyo
Hmm.
kailangan ng medyo i-calm down yung anak nila,
Mm-hmm.
pwede nilang pakinggan yung music na yon, the sound of silence.
Yeah.
Anak, anak, I love that sound. Can you copy that?
Literally wala.
The child will say, "What, mommy?" Ayun, okay. Did you join any musical clubs?
No, I didn't join any
Mhm.
because I was really inclined in sports
Okay.
back then.
Pero nandun na yung innate talent mo in music. Kasi 'di ba sabi mo nga, you just copied David Benoit and then you would copy each part of the drum set and then it
Yeah.
made sense to you. So nandun na yung talent to begin with. 'Di ba?
That time I don't know. All I felt was I was just really happy, and I just kept on doing and doing
Beautiful.
it.
Kasi kids should always start doing something that makes them happy.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I know you play the guitar. Who taught you how to play the guitar?
Some people inspired me how to play it,
Mhm.
or some people inspired me why I started playing it.
Who are these people who inspired you to play the guitar?
Mm, it's very funny to hear, but the first one was our school janitor. Back when I was in third grade, I was really just, that typical kid who wants to explore uh, different things. And then I saw this janitor guy in our school. Um, every recess and lunch break, I would see him playing in his spot. He had this. I think it was. I think it was acoustic steel string guitar, and then he would play those beautiful lush sounding chords, music, whatever. And then sabi ko sa kanya, "Uy kuya, ang galing mo naman, paturo nga." And then yun, I can't really remember how he responded, but what he was very generous enough to give some of his thoughts in teaching me some basics of the guitar, and then from there I started learning little by little.
Mhm. And just to note, what's interesting here is you're inspired by someone who's not necessarily in the music industry,
Mm-hmm.
not your music teacher, not a singer, you know. So it makes sense that every day, I mean, people you see every day can actually be key figures in shaping your musical career down the line, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
another question. Did you take any formal lessons in music?
On the latter part, when I was in sixth grade, yeah, I took guitar lessons because I wanted to hone more my talent and learn a bit of music theory.
Mm.
Yeah, because before it was all about just, the ear.
Which you're very good at, might I
uh,
add.
Thank you.
Going into high school,
Mm-hmm.
how did you explore music?
Oh, so it was very. I had a great feeling of really. Oh, I mean, I boosted my confidence after I learned some lessons with a guitar tutor before. So just like any other person who would explore more on the deeper side, I tried forming my own band when I was in first year high school.
First
Uh,
year pa lang, may band
yeah.
na. Okay.
Mm. I started forming a band, and then we would just play any songs that inspires us.
Looking back, how did music affect your childhood?
Oh, um, in a very very good sense, yeah. It was really not just about learning an instrument, or okay, I learned this chord, I can play this song already, or oh, okay, my friend goes, oh hey, you play the guitar so well. It's not really about that. I'm not just gonna play music out of so that people will say that I'm good or whatever, I sound good, whatever. But it really mattered to me that my character is being developed as well because of music. um, it gave me more of a feeling of expressing myself more and more through music.
Self-expression.
Yeah, self-expression. Those are the foundations that aspiring musicians should start on. So hopefully they will not miss out those things.
Talking about self-expression, did you feel as if your emotions, the subject of your music, is being influenced by your teenage years? What you were then discovering?
Yes, it's not about okay, let's say this is really funny because people always you know um, put in music into about love life, or about, I don't know,
Breakups.
yeah, that's the basic topic, eh, parang nakakatawa kasi so parang magaling ka mag-music, so ibig sabihin ano ka, it's either in love ka or heartbroken ka. so parang it's really a funny basic mindset of people na it's not just about that.
Mhm.
It's about knowing the expression of the person, the heart of the person. It's about when someone plays music, it's about the emotions. It's not about okay, he did compose, or she composed the music for a day because he or she was very inspired. So it really matters with the heart, when you make music. So you can really tell, or you can really hear when a person just made music out of his or her mind, comparing it with a musician who plays music with the heart, or from the heart. So I'm sure you can hear the difference.
Yes. Going into college, what course did you want to take up and what was your parents' response?
Of course, I really wanted music because I think that's my advantage. If for in any instance I pursued a course other than music, I think I will not really excel that much.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
What course
then
did your parents want you to take?
first one, they said just take business administration, something about on the safe side. Go on the safe side.
Mhm.
So that's what they told me, and then of course they're my parents. I obeyed them, and then I took two entrance exams in two universities, and guess what? I both failed. I failed those exams.
In a sense, it's like music is something that you are destined for. Ika nga, 'di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Kasi ever since you were young, music has been logical to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you developed
Yeah.
alongside your other um, passions like sports,
Mm-hmm.
and then it evolved into something that actually influences your character,
Yes, that's right.
and something that also allows you to express yourself.
Uh-huh. That's a very important part.
Exactly. So now you are in the music industry. Can you describe the different ways or the different roles and responsibilities that you have to fulfill in your line of work? What kinds
Mm-hmm.
of projects do you work on?
Yeah. Right now I work in a audio post production house where I am an in-house music arranger. I do music for TV commercials, radio commercials, AVPs. I also do song productions. I do what else? Any kind of music.
What
Yeah,
inspires you to create music these days?
about life, about God, about my family, about myself. Sometimes
Hmm.
I think pretty much. Yeah, those are the things.
What kinds of challenges did you face from the time that you graduated from college until now?
Hmm. What I can really say is it doesn't mean you are doing your passion. It means that you are already good with challenges, or you are already exempted with the challenges. That's not very true. Because along the way I realized that people will really, they will really test you, they will really push you harder. Sometimes people will doubt at you. Sometimes they will say, no, you're not that good. I'm gonna find someone else.
Mhm.
So I'm just speaking in a general sense, but I'm not speaking that it's really like that. It's just my opinion, somehow some of my experiences. But
What
of course, if people if it were not with those types of people that um, who tried to push you to the limits, so there's not there will be no developments in you. You will not what's this, you will not progress if you will not learn to admit mistakes, to accept criticisms. If you are not open to those things, then probably people will really not like you. That's simple.
what kept you pushing despite these challenges?
Of course, by God's grace. Yeah, that's the most important one.
Do you think it's all worth it? I mean, you having taken a course that is
Mm-hmm.
different from what your parents wanted or that is not mainstream course.
Um, yeah, it's a very fulfilling job, or yeah, it's easy to say that, but it's very fulfilling to be able to do your passion. And people should also realize that not every person achieves those types of um, you know uh, what's this success, as they say. But I do not say that I'm really successful. I'm not completely successful. I'm just doing what I love to do.
Mhm.
So yeah, you know um, along the way, Challenges will never stop. But the secret is just keep on going, never stop, keep on doing it. Because, um, yeah, if you stop, then what's going to happen? Nothing.
Having gone through all the challenges you've faced, what factors or qualities do you think must aspiring musicians possess to be successful or to at least find that happiness and fulfillment in their music career?
Mm-hmm. Okay. To the aspiring musicians or enthusiasts, they should not, at first, they should not really focus on money. Because, if you're gonna declare it as a job, or, oh, okay, I'm gonna make music as my livelihood, my work. Okay, okay, that's fine, that's good. But if you're too much focused on, just earning big, um, you want you want people to recognize you here, there, and everywhere. For me, that's not the right foundation to start on. You have to first deal with your character first. Those are my foundation basics. Deal with your character first. You have to, uh, yeah, as what I've said earlier, you have to be ready to really accept criticisms. Be ready when people sometimes will doubt at you. Sometimes they will, put you down a bit. They will say these things and that you're not good. Do some more because you're not really doing it well. Those kinds of things. But to tell you honestly, do not really make it as a major offense. When you come home, you will say, I really felt so bad because someone said that I'm like this, I'm like that. You have to learn how to brush it off quickly, and learn how to move on and just focus on your goal. And of course, if you really want success in music, you need, there I said character. You need to build your character first on the right manner, and you need to understand your passion well, hone your talent well, never stop pursuing it, never stop practicing. You know, you um, you can really never tell that, okay, I'm already good. I know all these things already. I don't need to practice. I don't need to research anymore. I don't need to develop my skills anymore. That's never true. You really need to seek and seek new ideas, new ways on how to, to get better and better. And always think that I always do this. Um, I always think that people are far more better than me always. That's what I always think about. I don't think that, okay, this guy's good, but I know that I'm really better than him. So he's not gonna surpass me. He's not gonna surpass my skills. I know I'm just the go-to guy of everyone. So keep in mind, you really need humility along the way. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Joko, for sharing with us your beautiful story on how you've honed your talent in music and pursued a very fulfilling career in it.
Thank you. Thank you.
To our Teach My Child family, we hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Remember Joko's advice about the importance of passion and character as you pursue a career in music. If you like this video, please give this a thumbs up and subscribe for more ways on unleashing your child's potential. Thanks for watching!